The year 2151 is not here yet, except in this book right here called Catalyst.
This love story meets thriller has been described as engrossing and thought-provoking. The author is ready to launch her book in Omaha.
Lydia Kang. Good morning, Lydia.
Welcome back.
Hi.
It's
How
good
are
to see
you?
you again.
It's
Yeah.
good to see you guys too.
Excited for this? I mean,
Yes.
Are you getting any feedback yet?
I have. I've been getting some really good feedback, and it's wonderful to hear people are really liking the book. And you know, when you put it out there, you never know how people are going to react.
Yeah.
So when it's
Is that vulnerable? I mean, is there any anxiety associated with how folks will embrace it?
There is. Some of it you can't avoid. It just sort of comes up to you and says, you know, hey, someone will say something, or you'll get a trade review. But a lot of the reviews I sometimes actually stay away from, even the good ones, because even the good ones make me nervous.
Yeah,
So
that's funny because I hear that a lot from musicians as well when they put new music out there. But we're going into the future for this one, right? Set it up for us.
yes, so this is about 151 years in the future-ish, and it takes place where Control left off. So this is the sequel and the end to the series. And basically, I sort of took a lot of the things in Control and brought it to the next level. So there is a lot of adventure, there's a good dose of science in there, some romance, and a lot of questions about what it means to be human.
Are there any issues in this? We're going so far into the future. Do we still relate in a way with some of the things that are happening in our world in 2015?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I was really inspired when I wrote the book to figure out, well, what would things be like 150 years in the future? And so I thought about the politics now. I thought about a lot of the questions and concerns and curiosity about genetic technology.
Yeah, science. Where did your interest in science develop, not as an author, but in your other life?
Well,
You're
you
a
know,
physician.
I am.
Yeah.
I am a physician at Nebraska Medical Center at Nebraska Medicine, and science has been a huge part of my life, actually most of my life, up until recently when I started writing. So when I was a kid, I loved biology, I loved science. I went into medicine because I liked helping people. And I did a lot of bench research, and so I had the background for it. That part was really easy, so it was a lot of fun.
You loved reading then at some point because you have
I
to read a
did.
lot to be as smart as you.
Whether you like it or not, you have a lot of reading to do. But I really enjoyed novels, and when I was a kid, there wasn't anything called young adult, so to speak. There was just children's books, and I would read them over and over and over again, and I just had a passion for it. And it only, you know, it took quite a while before I realized I could kind of put these two together and, you know, start writing my own stories.
Any advice out there for parents who have reluctant readers?
I would say just let them sort of go and do their thing. I think a lot of parents have their own ideas about what their kids should be reading, and you know, they think like, well, when I was 12, I read The Hobbit, and why aren't my kids reading, you know, this by now? A lot of times when you put your own ideas about what they should be reading, they sort of feel like, oh, mom's telling me what to do. And I think that getting tips from their friends helps a lot. And there are also these great lists of books for reluctant readers. So YALSA, which is the Young Adult Library Services, it's this great organization, and they put out this list of quick picks for reluctant readers, and actually Control's on that list.
Oh,
it
nice.
is. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who do you see reads your books most or enjoys them most? If you had to describe your reader, who are they?
I would say my reader is somebody who, you know, the people who really enjoy books like The Hunger Games and Divergent will love Control.
Hello.
So it's
There are a few of
there's a
those
lot of
people
those
in the
There's just a
world,
couple.
Lydia.
Yeah, so you have you're going to meet with some readers tomorrow night, right?
Yes. I'm having a book signing at the Bookworm in Omaha tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Great.
And so I'm really looking forward to meeting some of my readers, many who I know and many that I will be meeting for the first time.
And a nice chance to ask a few questions about your process. So some aspiring writers, maybe. I know that they sometimes want to pick your brain.
Yeah, I get emails and tweets from people who always are asking for advice, and I've got plenty of it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to talking to them.
You're launching this in Omaha. Do you have plans to do a tour, a little book tour?
I'm doing kind of a little bit of a tour. It's not all consecutive, but I'm going to be in Texas 3 times in the next month or so for several different conventions and book festivals. So it's going to be busy.
Yeah, the spring and into summer, those things happen more, and so
absolutely.
Yeah, you're still practicing.
I am. I'm practicing, and I practice part-time, and I think that gives me some of the flexibility that I need for my writing work. It helps a lot. My family's very understanding and extremely supportive. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
We've had
You need
Control and Catalyst. What's next?
What's next is I'm working on so many different things right now. A lot of things in the works. I can't actually
Sure
say
you
anything.
can.
about it
Yes,
yet.
you can, Lydia. You
So
sure can.
I'm working on
You're with
historical
friends here.
fiction, I'm working on fantasy, I'm working on middle grade and nonfiction. So I have, like I said, 4 different things that I'm kind of juggling right now.
Nonfiction.
Yeah, a little bit of nonfiction too. Medical-based nonfiction.
Oh,
Do your patients ever, like, they see your name and then they go, wait a minute, if they're new to you and they recognize you from books
know,
first and
Have
then
you had a
That's funny.
patient that was a
a
reader?
reader first, yeah.
No, I haven't, because I've been in Omaha for almost 8-9 years now, and I've had some of these patients for this entire time, and so they knew me before I even started writing novels. And so sometimes they'll come in and see me and they'll be like, hey, I saw your name in the paper last week. And I'll be like, the secret's out.
Right. Well,
yeah.
we're happy to be a part of that and get the secret out about this new book. It's
Thank
called
you.
Catalyst, and you can meet Lydia tomorrow at the Bookworm. That function starts at 6 o'clock, so refreshments. She'll be visiting with readers, signing books there, so you'll be able to purchase them at the center there at 90th and Center. And then look her up online, lydiakang.com, as more comes down the pike. Thanks, Lydia.
Good luck
Thank
with your
you
book.
so much for having me.
Great to
Good
see you
to see you
again.
again.
Good to see you too.
Motown the Musical opened in Omaha last night. Next, the songs that make that show.
Then at 9:39, where art is sometimes compared to a poetry slam, why it's fun for the audience.
Now,